What's up everybody, this is Teacher Ivan from NextGen Academy. Our goal in this channel is to help you achieve your highest potential and to help you understand subjects in the easiest and the most efficient way. If you'd like to get more tips and tricks on how to achieve A star in your IGCSE, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to this channel. Lastly, if you need any help in your studies, you can always head on to our website, link in the below, or our Instagram, drop us a DM and we'll be able to help you. Enjoy this video and I wish you all the best.
All right. Okay, welcome back, my NextGen family. Okay, today we are going to go through this paper, October, November 2024, paper 2-2. Try to practice it without a calculator as you all prepare for your paper 2. Okay, please ask all your questions. Okay, as I write down, I'll try to go as fast as I can so that we can cover as much as we can today as well. Okay, so I want you all to quickly type out all your questions if you all have any today. Okay, let's go. All right, let's look at question number 1. These are the first 8 terms of a sequence. Find the value of C and the value of K. Okay, we just need to see what's the pattern over here. So if we see from one number to another, this is plus 6. Minus 6. Okay, minus 6, minus 6, minus 6, right? Okay, so and so forth. So K here will be minus 6. If we go the opposite way, then it will be plus 6. All right, so C is equals to minus 3 plus 6, which is equals to 3. K is equals to minus 33 minus 6, which is equals to minus 39. Okay, easy. And do it without calculator. Okay, number 2. Multiples of minus 3. No, this is not multiples of minus 3. Is it multiples of minus 3? No, this is linear. Okay, this is a linear. Can we not show working for 2-mark question? Technically can, but my suggestion is you try your best to always show working. So that at least if your final answer is wrong, your working sometimes may give you some marks also. Okay, that's just my suggestion. But in the mark scheme, actually, they will just give you 1 mark each for the final answer. So you actually don't need working. But my suggestion is always write down the working. It's also for you to check back later on. Sometimes in exam, all these simple questions, I myself also make some mistakes. Okay, so for you to just double check back your questions. Okay, let's look at question number 2. Find the value of x. Okay, I think this one is pretty easy. This is an isosceles triangle. So here is equals to 43 degrees. Okay, 180. So x equals to 180 minus 43 minus 43. Okay, so we have minus 43 minus 43. Can subtract it. You get 94 degrees. Okay, you just write 94. Okay, students will ask me the little things. Teacher, do I need to write degrees or not? Okay, this one, need to write degrees or not? Okay, actually you don't need lah. They already give you degrees over here. So x is just 94. Okay, number 3. Complete each statement with a number from the list. Okay, what is a natural number? What is an irrational number? What is the reciprocal of 4? Okay, what is the definition of natural number? Okay, what's natural number? Okay, Amira, very good. Positive integer. Okay, for those of you who don't know, right here, positive integer. Integer means your whole number. Okay, so there's only one value, which is 24. Okay, this one, the first one. Irrational number. Okay, what is the definition of an irrational number? Okay, let's go back to the official definition. Okay, what's an irrational number? Anyone knows? Numbers that what? Okay, so what's a rational number first? Rational value, rational number. Okay, not sure. Okay, rational means a number that can be written as a fraction. That is actually the proper definition. Okay, you can write that down. So irrational means number cannot be written as fraction. Fraction also will be considered whole number, because whole number, like let's say we write let's say the value of 1, right? We can write it as 2 over 2, 3 over 3, right? So which one? Irrational number? 3. Okay, the rest of these decimals, all these can be written as over like 100, this one can write over 1,000. Okay, this one all can be written as fraction. Okay, reciprocal. Reciprocal means the inverse of it, right? Inverse of 4. Inverse of 4 is 1 over 4, which is 0.25. Okay, can? Easy? Okay, if you are here and you are listening, can you type 3 for the first 3 questions? Okay, we will speed through today, those of you who just came in, so that we can cover, after we finish up this paper, I'm going to cover a little bit more with you all. All right, let's go to question number 4. Wait, I'm going to disappear. All right. Can I write it as negative 1 over 4 instead of 0.25? No, negative 1 over 4 is wrong. Reciprocal, there's no negative. Okay, reciprocal just means inverse. Negative 1 over 4 is not the answer. Positive 1 over 4 is the answer. Okay, number 4. One of the buildings has 67 rooms. Write down the number of people in this building. Okay, so number of rooms is your y-axis. 67. Okay, where is 67? 67. Okay, one box here is equals to 2. So 67 will be this value here, right? Okay, let's put here. Okay, I put it in red color. So what is this value? Okay, both of it is 2, right? Okay, the value is 2 for each box. Okay, 74. No, read carefully. 3 boxes. This is 76. Okay, the first one is 76. Gotta read carefully. Okay. B, in another building, there are 42 people and 33 rooms. On the scatter diagram, plot this point. Okay, 42 people on the x-axis. So where is 42? Over here. Okay, I'm gonna put this in blue color. Okay, 42 and 33. Okay, where is 33? 32, then the middle. Okay, 32, then the middle. So this will be the point. Okay, this is the 33 over here. Okay, we put a bit bigger so I can see clearer. Like that. Okay, the next one, question C1. On the scatter diagram, draw the line of best fit. Okay, best fit. Your best fit line and my best fit line might be a little bit different. Okay, but what is the guideline for line of best fit? Number 1, you try to intersect as many points as possible. Number 2, if you cannot intersect any points, you need to balance the top and bottom with the same amount of points. Okay, so let's see how many points are there here first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, if got 9 points, this is how I will do. 9 points means I intersect 1 point at least. Then I balance out 4 points on top, 4 points at the bottom. Okay? Right? So you move around your ruler, then you see how to draw the point, how to draw the line. Okay, let's see. Okay, for me, I will try, 4 points. So I want 4 points bottom, 4 points at the top. Okay, does this fit the criteria? Okay, just based on mine. Okay, will this be a good line of best fit? Intersect 1 point, bottom 1, 2, 3, 4. Then here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if you got a better way to draw it, also can. Okay, but this is the guideline of the line of best fit. Okay, this is for question C1. Okay, number 2, there are 45 people in a different building. Find an estimate for the number of rooms in this building. Okay, 45 people. Where is 45? Okay, I'm going to use pink color here. Let me put it in dotted line, so easier to see. So 45 will be here, and then draw to here. Okay, based on mine, it is 30. But based on yours, might be a slightly different value. Okay, so what are the acceptable values for this question? Okay, you all can write this down. If your value is in between 27 to 33. Okay, you base it based on your line of best fit. Okay, the final one, what type of correlation? Okay, don't use direct proportion. This is called positive correlation. Okay, there's only three types of correlation: positive, negative, or no correlation. Okay, positive means going up, negative means going down. No correlation is either the points are all scattered around or give you a horizontal or vertical type of pattern. Okay, scatter diagram. Okay, scatter diagram, very easy lah. Okay, I think this is the easiest statistic method among all of it. All right, okay, let's move on to question 5. Convert 7.51 meter square into cm square. Okay, conversion of unit. What I observe, normally there's at least one question on conversion of unit. Okay, your length, area, and volume. So what we can remember or what we can apply for this, I call it the 3-to-1 conversion. Okay, or 3-to-1 blast off. What's the 3-to-1? You can write this km, meter, cm, mm. Okay, always draw out this table first. So you can just double check it. When you go down, it is multiply 30, 20, then 10. If it's going up, it's divide 30, 20, or 10. Okay, whether you do length, area, or volume, I normally want students to write this down first so you can refer back. Okay, since this is area, okay, they want us to change meter square to cm square. All you need to do is you add square to the conversion here. Okay, so we are looking from here to here, right? Which we need to multiply by 100 square. Okay, so we're going to take 7.51 times 100 square. Okay, 7.51 100 square is 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, you just need to move your decimal point to the right by 4 units. So it'll be 75100 cm squared. Okay, number 6. The area of the trapezium is 42 cm square. Calculate the value of x. Formula of trapezium. Okay, we have to memorize this one. 1/2 a plus b times height. The two parallel sides are a and b. This is equals to height. Okay, we substitute into the formula here. So 42 equals to 1/2 x plus 9.5 times 6. Okay, we try to do this. Can we do this without calculator? 3x plus 9.5. 42/3 equals to x plus 9.5. 42/3 will be 14. Okay, x plus 9.5. Therefore, x will be 14 minus 9.5, which is equals to 4.5. Okay, those of you who just came in, try your best to do all these questions without calculator first. Okay, as much as you can. Okay, if you all got any question, I want you all to quickly write down all your questions in the chat. Okay, until 6 here. If you can understand, no issue, type 6 in the chat. Your new friend, Atish, are you okay? You can, All right. Okay, don't be shy to ask me if you got any question. Okay, let's go. Question 7. Okay, number 7. Without using calculator, work out 2/7 divided 6/11. Write it as fraction in simplest form. Okay, Kalista asks, do they give formula sheet during IGCSE? Paper 2, no, I don't think there's formula sheet. Okay, later teacher check for you. Okay, but from what I know here, there's no formula sheet. Yeah, so you have to memorize the whatever formulas. Okay, 2/7, if we divide, you need to keep, change, flip, okay? KCF, keep the first value, change the second symbol, flip the third value, okay? KFC's brother. 11/6. Okay, whatever that we can Simplify, we simplify. So this one we divide by 2, divide by 2. This will be 1 over 7 times 11 over 3. Anything else to simplify? Nothing else. Then top and top multiply, bottom and bottom multiply. 11 over 21. Okay, I will normally simplify it first before multiplying, because when you multiply a big value, not so nice to calculate. So smaller value, easier to calculate. Okay, next one. Question 8. Parallelogram. Work out the smallest interior angle of the parallelogram. Okay, what are the properties of the angle of a parallelogram? Okay, we have to know this, the opposite angles, they will be equal to each other. So here will also be 15 plus 5x. Then here will be 132 minus 2x. Okay, the opposite sides will be equal to each other. Okay, the next one, a parallelogram is also a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means a shape with 4 sides. 4 sides, any shape with 4 sides, the total interior angle, okay, total interior angle is equals to 360 degrees. Okay, so let's write down an equation. Add up everything together equals to 360. So we've got, okay, we can just multiply by 2. 2 times 132 minus 2x plus 2 times 15 plus 5x equals to 360. 264 minus 4x plus 30 plus 10x equals to 360. Okay, we put all the x on one side. Okay, this one we keep it on the left-hand side. Then the rest move it to the right-hand side. So 10x minus 4x, 360 minus 264 minus 30. You will get 6x equals to 66. X, you divide it, will be equals to 11. Okay, this is not the final answer. They want us to find the smallest angle. Okay, which one is smaller? This one, right? Okay, you see this one is a bigger. This one is smaller than 90. So let's calculate what's 15 plus 5x. 15 plus 5 times 11. 15 plus 55, which is equals to 70 degrees. Okay, 70 is the final answer. Okay, let's move on. Question 9. Let's move on to question 9. A, B, C, and D lie on the circle. A, B, C, D is a square with area 72 cm square. Okay, this square here. Calculate the area of the circle. Give your answer as a multiple of pi. That means put it in terms of pi. Okay, let's start with the square first. Square, let's call this side and side. The formula of area of square is side times side, which is equals to s square equals to 72. Okay, so s will be cert 72. Okay, we just leave it in terms of cert first. Don't need to use your calculator because these are not a nice value, right? Okay, then what's the next thing? Why do we need to find this cert 72 here? This cert 72, yeah, cert 72. Okay, because the formula of area of the circle is pi r squared. How to find r? We can take here, we find the diameter first. Okay, here is your diameter. Then we take pi r squared. Then we divide it by 2. Okay, this is a right angle triangle. So we're going to use this right angle triangle. We're going to use Pythagoras theorem. Okay, here will be cert 72, cert 72. Okay, what is the diameter? Okay, let's call this d. The formula will be d square equals to cert 72 square plus cert 72 square. Okay, cert 72 plus cert 72 square will be 72 plus 72 equals to 144. And then d will be equals to square root 144, which is equals to 12. Okay, after we have this, we find radius is diameter over 2, which is equals to, sorry, this is 12. 12 over 2, which is equals to 6. Okay, this is your radius. And then the final one, area of circle, which is equals to pi r squared. Pi 6 square, 36 pi. Three marks. Okay, once again, some of you may be thinking, teacher, wow, I need to write so much working or not. Okay, just try to make it as clear as possible. Remember, treat your marker as if someone who is just looking at the paper and then mark. Okay, monkey see, monkey do. Monkey see, imagine it's a monkey marking your paper. Okay, monkey see the answer, monkey do the paper and mark your paper. Okay, let's go to question 10. Okay, question 10, this one, you need calculator. Okay, so until here, okay, calculator here. Okay, marking scheme accept 36 pi. Read the question. Read the question. Give your answer as a multiple of pi. If they say this, then you have to use this. If they don't say, then after that, you have to calculate it. Okay, good question, good question. It's just that right now, because this is a paper 2, just now I briefed in the beginning of the class is you try your best not to use calculator. Okay, until maybe the last 25% of the paper where the questions a little bit harder. Okay, so that you all can practice. Okay, this one you have to use calculator. Okay, it's just a 1 mark question. You type the whole thing into the calculator. Okay, do you know how to type inside your calculator? Okay, type the whole thing. Okay, put cube root 1 plus 10.9 times 0.4 square. Okay, you will get 1.4. Okay, this is a calculator question. Okay, first 10 question. Okay, full here until here, all full marks. Give me a 10 out of 10. Okay, give me a 10 in the chat. Easy until here. Okay, this one you close 2 eyes also still can do. Okay, you do mental calculation, all of it also still can do, right? Not too hard. Okay, let's move on to question 11. Okay, factorize fully 24x squared minus 9xy. Let's just find for this one the highest common factor. 24 and 9, there is 3. And then x. Okay, 3 and x. So here will become 8x minus 3y. 3x is 8x minus 3y. Okay, the next one, 63x squared minus 28y squared. Okay, normally when you see both terms got square, your mind should go to see whether you can use difference of 2 squares, which is a squared minus b squared equals to a plus b, a minus b. Okay, but before that, now you got 63 and 28. Cannot do it yet, right? Okay, so let's factorize it first. 63 and 28 both can be factorized by 7. So here will be 9x squared minus 4y squared. Okay, so you see both of these are square values. We use this formula. A squared minus b squared, a plus b, a minus b, or a minus b, a plus b. Okay, you can straight away write the final answer, or if you want to write it like this, also can. Okay, you change both of these to a square value, so you can get a squared minus b squared, a plus b, a minus b. 3x plus 2y, 3x minus 2y. Okay, number 12. This is a proportional type of question. Okay, the keyword here is this. When they say directly proportional or inversely proportional, what does it mean? Okay, they say here, y is directly proportional to the square root of x plus 1. Then they give you a value, y equals 10.5, x is equals to 8. Okay, whenever you see the word proportional, the first thing that you need to find is your k value. Okay, k value is called your constant of proportion. Okay, constant of proportion. Okay, how do we find this constant of proportion? We write down this sentence here first. Y, this symbol is called proportional, is proportional to square root of x plus 1. Okay, this fish symbol over here looks like an alpha like that. Okay, this is a proportional. So we change it to y equals to, you need to multiply it by k. square root x plus 1. Okay, so this will be the main equation that we need to find. Then you need to sub in your y equals to 10.5 and x equals to 8. Okay, so y equals to 10.5 and x equals to 8. 10.5 equals to k square root 8 plus 1. K square root 9, 3k. K equals to 10.5 divided by 3. We will get 3.5. It's a nice number here. Okay, so the equation right now is y equals to 3.5 square root x plus 1. Okay, if they ask you to just find the equation, then you will stop here. But normally they will ask you to find one more value. Okay, find y when x equals to 1.56. So you substitute it in. Okay, x equals to 1.56, y equals to 3.5 square root 1.56 plus 1. 3.5 square root 2.56. Okay, I would predict that in the non-calculator paper, probably they'll give you an easier value. Okay, an easier value for you all to calculate. Okay, so this one you all use calculator. Square root 2.56 is 1.6, then times 3.5, which is equals to 5.6. So this part here, you all just use your calculator. Okay, let's move on. Question 13. Okay, this one is your graphical inequalities question. The region R satisfy these inequalities. Okay, this one I think is a simple one. But simple one also they give you 4 marks already. By drawing suitable lines and shading unwanted regions, find and label the region R. Okay, let's start with the first one here. Minus 3 y less minus 3 less than y less than equals to 2. Okay, when they present it like this, means we need to construct 2 equations out. The first one is y equals to negative 3. Then the other one is y equals to 2. Okay, when there's equal symbol on it, you'll see here, when there's an equal symbol, then it will be solid line. Okay, the guideline, equal, solid line. This one, no equal for the inequality, dotted line. Okay, so y equals to negative 3 and y equals to 2, both of these will be a horizontal line. Okay, so we need our knowledge in straight line graph here. Okay, for y equals to 2, we draw a solid line here. Okay, this is y equals to 2. For y equals to negative 2, we're going to draw a dotted line here. Sorry, y equals to negative 3, not 2. Okay, then the next one, okay, this one I'm going to do in green color. Y equals to x minus 1. Okay, this, you just need to put 2 points. Okay, any 2 points that you can calculate. Okay, any 2 points. So any sort of straight line graph, as long as you got 2 points, means you can draw a line already. Okay, for me, if simple one like this, I like to use x-intercept and y-intercept. Okay, x-intercept and y-intercept means when you got x equals to 0 and y equals to 0. Okay, when x equals to 0, y is equals to negative 1. When y equals to 0, x is equals to 1. So 1, 0, and 0, negative 1. Okay, so here and here, okay, these 2 points. You can use any points, okay? You want to put x equals to 1 and x equals 0 and x equals to 1 also can. As long as you got 2 points, okay? And then this one will be a solid line because got equal symbol. Okay, so this is y equals to x minus 1. Okay, this is the first step. So step number 1, sketch straight line. Okay, and then you use the guidelines. It can be horizontal, it can be vertical, it can be a slanted one. Then you just need to select 2 points. Okay, second part right now, you have to shade. Okay, normally they will ask you to shade the unwanted regions. Okay, so we don't want the unwanted side. Okay, teacher teach you all an easy guideline for this one here. Number one, for equations like this, you always want to ensure that your y is on the left-hand side first. Okay, that means y equals to something, or it can be x plus y equals to something also. But your y needs to be on the left-hand side, and it needs to be positive. Okay, positive y on the left-hand side. Got it? Okay, why do we want that for this type of equation? Yeah, teach you for this one here first. Is because when you get less than means at the bottom of the graph. When you get more than means on top of the graph. Okay? Which chapter is this under? Graph. Graphical inequality is under graph. Okay, don't worry. This is one of the chapters that I will cover with you all before your exam. Okay, so I'll go in depth so that we all master, because it's a lot of marks, especially if it comes out in paper 4. Okay, so I will go through this with you all. Okay. So y equals to x minus 1. We want the less than part. We don't want the more than part. So where do we shade off? We shade off the top here. Okay. You see how I shade also? I don't want you all in exam shade like that. Okay, don't want. You try, you don't spend too much time. But for me, what I like to do is, because when it gets more and more complicated, we want to double check to make sure that we are shading the correct region. I will draw lines that are perpendicular to the line to indicate this shaded part is related to this green color line here. Okay, so we can double check later on. And please use pencil. This one don't use pen. Okay, these other two, we want in between -3 and 2. So we don't want the outside part. So this one, all this part here. Okay, for shaded part, actually, you all don't have to shade again. But this one I just show you all. Okay, then here, down there, we don't want. All right, so the region R will be here. This whole section here. Okay, so this is under the topic of graphical inequalities. Okay, you can find it in Thinkific. I think I went through quite in-depth on this. And got a lot of example inside as well. Okay, I will go through one of the weeks. We'll spend a bit more time on this specific question. Then, at least in IGCSE, if it comes out, you all can get full marks ready for this part here. Okay, any question for this? If no question, can you all just type 3 for until question 13? Okay, 3. Okay, how do we know on top or the bottom? Okay, just now I mentioned to you all, less than means at the bottom. More than, if it's a slanted, means on top of the graph. You all know what's the bottom of the graph and on top, right? Okay, another way that you can check is you just use one of the points to determine this region or this you just select any point. Again, for me, I like to select 0, 0 because easy to calculate. So if I want to figure out this entire region, is it y more than or less than x minus 1? Okay, so this is another way we can check it. Okay, let's say we take the value 0, 0, and we want to check this y equals to x minus 1. Okay, you just substitute like that. 0 and 0 minus 1. Okay, so is 0 more than or less than 0 minus 1? More than, right? More than, right? So that means this region here, okay, any points, any points here represents y is more than x minus 1. Okay, which is the region that we don't want. So depends on positive or negative number. What do you mean? No, it depends on this graph here. It's not positive or negative. You just need to check whether it's more than or less than based on the equation. Because sometimes the equation may not be that nice. Sometimes they may give you x plus y is, they can give you like this, so x plus y is more than 5. So how do I know which one is the top or bottom? Okay, so you can go and check it also. Okay, but just now I mentioned to you all, as long as your y is on the left-hand side, okay, it needs to be positive y. Normally, more than will be at the top part. Okay, whether it's going up or if it's going down, this will be top part. Okay, this will be the bottom part. So this will be the less than part. Here will be the more than part. You just need to simplify it. Okay, simplify the understanding. But if really not sure, then you test it. Okay, you substitute in a value, a point inside here. Then you check whether based on the calculation, is it more than or less than? Then I know the region represents less than or more than. Make sense? All right. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, question 14. Okay, this is a speed time graph for 17 seconds of a car journey. Find the acceleration. Okay, so for speed time graph, what can we find? Okay, I'd like to write down first. Okay, so for speed time graph, there are two main things that you all can find. Your gradient will represent acceleration. The area under the graph will represent distance. Okay, so this one you have to memorize. You have to memorize it. And don't get confused with your distance time graph. Okay, distance time graph will be a different definition. Okay, acceleration. So we want to find what is the gradient of the first 10 seconds. Okay, how do we find the gradient? This one is, okay, you just need to take y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, this one easy to calculate because it's 0, 0. This one is 10, 20. Okay, so gradient. Okay, so A is equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. 20 minus 0 over 10 minus 0, which is equals to 2. Okay, the next one, total distance. Okay, total distance will be area under the graph. Okay, we can split it into two parts. Let's call this region A, region B. Okay, region A is half times base times height. Region B, here is 7 and then 20. This is base times height. Okay, this one is a rectangle. So half times base times height, then base times height. The first one, half times 10 times 20 plus 7. Okay, 17 minus 10 is 7 times 20. Okay, calculate this. We'll get 100 plus 140. And our final answer will be equals to 240. Okay, from here onwards, we might need to use calculator already, okay, for certain questions. All right, let's go to question 15. Okay, question 15, you use calculator. Okay, at the start of an experiment, there are 40,000 bacteria. The number of bacteria increases at a rate of 15% per hour. Calculate the number of bacteria after 3 hours. Okay, what formula do we use for this? Bacteria increasing at a rate of 15% per hour, and then after 3 hours. Okay, what formula is this? Okay, number one, we have to understand how is it increasing. Okay, now how is it increasing? Okay, what's the word for this? Increases 15% per hour. Okay, Amira say compound. Yep. Okay, it's compoundingly increasing, right? It's a continuous compound increase, or we can say an exponential. Okay, so you can write down here first. This is a compound or an exponential, okay, increase. So what is the formula for this? This one we will use the compound interest formula. Okay, compound interest formula. Okay, which is A equals to P bracket 1 plus R over 100 to the power of T. Okay, A means your final amount, P is your original amount, R is the rate, and T is the time. P is 40,000, 1 plus 15 over 100 to the power of 3. Okay, so here will be 1.15 to the power of 3. Okay, why not use calculator for this? 40,000 times 1.15 power 3. Okay, you get a nice value, 60835. Okay, 16. 75 people are asked if they have a car. C, if they have a job. J, the Venn diagram shows the result. Okay, we have 9, 51, 13, and 2. A person is chosen at random from those who have a car. Okay, this sentence here is very important. Okay, so probability, later I'll go through with you all on this chapter. What type of probability is this? Okay, why did they say this sentence here? Then they say, find the probability that this person also has a job. Okay, because of this sentence here, chosen at random from those who have a car. Okay, there are two types of questions that they can ask you here. They can either stop here, the sentence, a person is chosen at random. Okay, or they say a person is chosen at random from a certain group. Okay, this type of question is called conditional probability. Okay, which was the last part that I taught you all in the probability chapter. Okay, what does it mean conditional probability? Means you are only going to find from this group itself those people who have a car. The others, you don't care already. Okay, everything outside, you don't care. Got it? Okay, so that means this will be your new universe. Initially, this is your universe, okay, your universal set. Now, because of this condition, you only take from this group itself. Okay, so the one with car, you have 9 plus 51, which is equals to 60. Okay, so the probability, okay, so 51 with the one with the job one, okay, job and car, we only take this one here. Okay, we are not going to take from this over here. So this will be 51 over 60. Okay, 51 over 60. This one, we can simplify it. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. So this will become 17 over 20. Okay, if they never say this sentence here, okay, then the probability will be different already. Samyang asked, why we didn't take 13? Because of this sentence here. We only take from those who have a car. Got it? The others, you don't care already. Because of this sentence here. But if they stop the sentence, that means this sentence is a person is chosen at random. Find the probability that this person has a job. Then you need to take the whole thing here. Understand? Okay, so this is called conditional probability. That's why you all have to read all these little sentence, how they ask, okay, how they structure the question. Understand? Okay, later you all see got the one of the exercise sheet I'll be giving you all and we'll be going through. Okay, you'll come across the questions here, then you can see what are the difference. Okay, let's go to question 17. Okay, question 17, this is a circle theorem question. Okay, circle theorem, this one you have to memorize all the theory of related to circles. Okay, if you need help with this one I think is one of the harder chapters also. You need help with this, go and watch through the videos first. Okay, I will upload one new video actually in Thinkific. Yeah, teacher this week just recorded a new one. I went a bit more in detail, all the exercise. So go and practice it. Okay, let's read here. A, B, and C are points on the circumference of a circle with center O. DA and DC are tangents. Okay, this one is tangent and tangent. Angle ABC is equals to 64. Work out the value of X. Okay, what do we have here? If tangent, this and this length is the same. Okay, let's just write that down first. Okay, what else do we know? This part here is angle at center is 2 times angle at circumference. Okay, so let's calculate this first. AOC is 2 times 64. Okay, which is equals to 128 degrees. Okay, so you can write down the reason if you don't know this. Angle at center is 2 times angle at circumference. Okay, so if you come from same original point. Okay, so this is 128 degrees. Okay, what else do we know about tangent? Okay, a line tangent to the circle. So tangent and radius will form a 90 degrees angle. Okay, so tangent and radius. Okay, and radius will form 90 degrees. Okay, so that means this angle DAO and DCO is equals to 90 degrees. Okay, so look at this whole thing. This is a quadrilateral. So all four angles add up will be equals to 360. Okay, so here x plus 90 plus 90 plus 128 is equals to 360. Okay, let's calculate this. X plus 308 equals to 360. X equals to 360 minus 308, which is equals to 52 degrees. So X is equals to 52. All right. Okay, who needs help with circle theorem? Or who don't know circle theorem over here? Okay, write down because after the class, if you all need help, please reach out to me. Okay, let's go to the last few questions. Question 18. Okay, this one here. The universal set is 8 times 10 power negative 1, 0.8, recurring 8%, and square root 0.08. The set A, okay, where it's represented by this little alphabet A, is from 0.08 to 0.8, where equals to 0.8. B is more than or equals to 0.8. Okay, so there's one common one between both of them, set A and set B, which is 0.8 over here. Okay, so complete the Venn diagram. All right. This one, since they give you in decimal place, we change all of this value to decimal place first. Okay, so 8 times 10 to the power negative 1 means 8 divided by 10, which is 0.8. 0.8 dot notation, this is 0.888 dot dot dot. 8%, 0.08. Okay, square root 0.08, this one you all need to use calculator. Okay, so here will be 0.283. Okay, let's fit in one by one the value. Okay, first one, 8 times 10 to the power of negative 1. Okay, both of it got 0.8, right? Okay, here 0.8 and 0.8 both got equal. So this will be the intersection. So 8 times 10 to the power of negative 1. Okay, the second value, 0.888, will fall under B. Okay, because it's more than 0.8. So 0.8 recurring. Okay, then here, smaller than 0.08. Okay, we look over here, this one is 0.08. So does it fit into A? Does 8% fit into A? Okay, what do you think? A is less than 0.08. Less than, so 0.08 will still be inside here. Okay, you don't, sorry. My bad. Okay, sorry. Let me rephrase again. They say A, okay, how we read this one here? A is more than 0.08. Okay, since 0.08 is not equal here, so it will be out of A itself. So this will be outside here, 8%. Okay, then the last one, 0.283 will be within this part here. So here will be square root 0.08. Okay, this is your Venn diagram. Question B, shape the region A union C intersect B prime. Okay, first, where is A union C? Okay, A union C means everything of A and C. Okay, then we want to find intersect with B prime. B prime means outside of B, means this section here. Okay, everything outside of B. Okay, this part here also. This part in the middle. No more. Okay, so only this section here. Okay, next one. Okay, last few questions. Okay, question 19. A solid is made from a cylinder and a hemisphere, both of radius 4.3 cm. The cylinder has length 11.9 cm. Calculate the volume of the solid. Okay, volume. You've got your hemisphere, which is half a sphere. Okay, normally, they will give you hemisphere formula. Just now Lisa asked, right, will they give formula sheet? Some only certain formulas they give you inside here, but no formula sheet. Okay, we can break it down into two of it, or you want to put it all together, also can. Okay, up to your preference. This one you can use calculator. Okay, so if you want to find hemisphere first, okay, let's find hemisphere. Hemisphere formula will be 1 over 2 times 4 over 3 pi r cube. Okay, so half of 4 over 3 pi r cube, which is 2 over 3 pi r cube. Okay, 2 over 3 pi times 4.3 cube. Okay, normally in the middle, I will still leave it in terms of pi first. Okay, this one, the value also not so nice. Okay, times 2 over 3. Okay, then this one, let's just write the actual value. 166.519. Okay, I just write a bit more decimal place first. Then volume of cylinder. Okay, what's the volume of cylinder? This one you have to memorize it. Pi r square times height. Okay, pi r square height. Pi 4.3 square height 11.9. 4.3 square times 11.9 times pi. Okay, this will be 691.248. Okay, total, you add it up. 166.519 plus 691.248. Okay, we will get 857.766, right? 857.767. Okay, normally you write to 3 significant figure is fine already. Okay, don't write so many lah. Okay, so you can write it to either 857.8, okay, or 858, also they will accept it. Normally 3 significant figure. Okay, question B, total surface area of the solid. Okay, total surface area, there are 3 parts that we need to calculate. First one, this top part. Second one, the side here. Then third one is the bottom. Okay, so the top part, okay, let's call it A, B, and C. Okay, A, B, and C. Okay, area of A, okay, what's the formula? So surface area of sphere is 4 pi r squared. So now you take half of it, half times 4 pi r squared, okay, which is equals to 2 pi r squared, 2 pi 4.3 squared. Okay, 4.3 squared times 2 times pi, which is 116.176. Okay, the second part, area of B. Okay, this one, the formula is 2 pi r height. Okay, 2 pi r height. 2 pi 4.3 times 11.9. 2 times 4.3 times 11.9 pi. This will be 321.511. Okay. Area of C, the bottom one, will be pi r squared. So pi 4.3 squared. 4.3 squared times pi. Here will be 58.088. Okay, if you are confident, you can just put everything together. Okay, it's fine, right? Now we add it all up together. 116.176 plus 321.511 plus 58.088. Okay, my answer here will be 495.775, which we can round it up to 496 cm squared. The hemisphere doesn't have base. No. When they say surface area, means everything that's outside only. Okay, everything that's outside. So don't go and calculate the inside here. Okay, imagine it's like a bottle like that. Okay, you see your bottle, right? We're calculating the outside only. You calculate your cap inside, but if there's a base inside. Okay, so surface means your surface outside. Okay, next one. Question 20. Find an expression for the nth term of this sequence. Okay. What is the term-to-term rule over here first? Okay, so that means what's the pattern here? 1 over 7, 1, 7, 4 over 9, 3, 4, 3, 2, 4, 0, 1. Okay, cubic. Is it a cubic? No. Okay, Sean say multiply by 7. Okay, Amira say geometric sequence. Okay, very good. So there are 4 main formulas sequence that you all need to remember in your syllabus. Linear or arithmetic, geometric, quadratic, and cubic. Okay, this one, you first have to determine what is the pattern. 1 over 7 to 1. Okay, this one maybe not so obvious, but you see 1, 7, 49, 3, 4, 3, 2, 4, 0, 1. The pattern here is multiply 7. Okay, you see, it's all multiply 7. If it's a multiplication, this is called a geometric sequence. Okay, you have to learn how to see it. Okay, what are the 4? I just write down, you can go and review this one. Okay, linear, or sometimes we call it arithmetic. Second one, geometric, which is this one. Okay, third one, which is quadratic. Then fourth one is cubic. You all need to know all of this. Okay, what is the formula for a geometric sequence? Okay, there are 2 ways that we can do this. I'll teach you the formula way first. This, if you can memorize it. Okay, so the nth term formula is equals to AR to the power of n minus 1. Okay, A represent your first term. R represents your common ratio. Common ratio means what do you multiply by from one term to another term. Okay, in this case, is 7. So we substitute in the value like this, 1 over 7 multiplied by 7 to the power of n minus 1. Okay, however, in exam, they would normally want you to simplify it. So you see there's 7 and 7, right? Okay, 7 and 7. So how do we simplify it? You can rewrite this into 7 to the power of negative 1 times 7 to the power of n minus 1. Okay, which you can rewrite into 7 minus 1 plus n minus 1 equals to 7 to the power of n minus 2. Okay, this is your final answer. So this is by using the formula. AR to the power of n minus 1. Okay, teacher taught you all the linear sequence or arithmetic sequence formula also, which is a plus n minus 1d. Okay, if you want to just do by observation, you can do another way also, which is like this. Okay, so when your n is equals to 1, what is your value? Okay, what's the value? Your value is 1 over 7, right? Which is 7 to the power of negative 1. So you need to write a certain pattern to it. When your n is equals to 2, your value is 7 to the power of 0. Okay, 1 is 7 to the power of 0. This 7 power negative 1, this 7 power 0. Then this 7 power 1, 7 power 2, 7 power 3. Okay, so this is another pattern that we can see. 7 to the power 1, n equals to 4, 7 to the power 2, so on and so forth. Okay, so what is the pattern here? You see, when n equals to 1, the power here is minus 1. What's the difference? 1 minus 2, which is minus 1. This one, 2 minus 2, which is 0. This one, 3 minus 2, 1. Then here, 4 minus 2, 2. Okay, so this is based on like try and error or observation is 7 to the power of n minus 2. Okay? Okay, let's quickly finish it before time is up. Okay, question 21. Expand and simplify. X plus 3, x plus 5, and 2x plus 1. Okay, I will just expand the first two first. So here will become x squared plus 5x plus 3x plus 15, then 2x plus 1. Okay, the way that I like to do is, I like to, after if you expand whichever two, the one that is still remaining, I like to put it in front. Okay, so I just rearrange it like this. Okay, let's calculate this one. X squared plus 8x plus 15. Okay, why I want to write like this? Okay, I will normally just write one more extra line. This is to avoid mistake. So I will take the first term from the first bracket, multiply all of this in the second bracket. Then the second term in the first bracket, multiply all of this. Okay, this step is not necessary, but this step can be helpful for you. For it to be clear, you write like that. 2x, then plus 1, x squared plus 8x plus 50. Rather than you cram into all your head, then you try to cross multiply it. Okay, otherwise or you go and draw all the lines, right? A lot of lines. So I just separate it. Okay, this one, just a small little tip. Then only you multiply, it's clearer. So here 2x cubed plus 16x squared plus 30x plus x squared plus 8x plus 15. Okay, then you join 16x squared and x squared, then 30x and 8x. This will become 17x squared plus 38x plus 15. Okay, most important, need to be accurate. Okay, don't need to do all the shortcut. All right. Okay, next one. Question 22. Okay, this is a 5-mark question. Okay, this is where the fun part begins. A is the point, 79, B is 23, 39. Find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of line AB. Give your line in y equals mx plus c. Okay, what's the meaning of perpendicular bisector? Okay, so if we got a point, a line like this, let's say this is A, this is B. Perpendicular bisector means a line that passes through the middle at 90 degrees. Okay, so we have here 17, 9 and 23, 39. Okay, so before this, there are two things we need to find. We need to find what is the gradient of AB, then find the perpendicular gradient. Okay, then we need to find what is the midpoint over here. Okay, let's call this M, big M. Okay, midpoint. Okay, let's find what is the gradient AB first. Okay, so here, small m, AB, so y2 minus y1, 39 minus 9 over 23 minus 17. This will be 30 over 6 or equals to 5. Okay, then perpendicular gradient, we can use this symbol, perpendicular gradient, will be the negative reciprocal of it. Okay, negative reciprocal. Or you can use the formula m1 times m2 equals to -1, but it is not necessary. Okay, so from here to here, negative reciprocal. Okay, the next one we need to find is the midpoint. Midpoint is x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. So 17 plus 23 over 2, 9 plus 39 over 2. Okay, calculate this. 40 over 2, 48 over 2. Or you can straight away just write the final answer. Okay, so here is 20 and 24. Okay, the next one. Now we have this and this. Okay, you need to select the correct points also. So the points is gradient, -1 over 5, and your point 20, 24. We substitute into y equals mx plus c. We need to find what's the c value. So 24 equals to -1 over 5 x plus c. Okay, this will be -4 plus c. C will be equals to 28. Okay, therefore, your final answer, y equals to -1 over 5 x plus 28. Okay, straight line graph. Okay, so I think straight line graph, this should be the hardest question really, okay, for your mathematics. All right, one last one. One last one here. The small box is mathematically similar to the large box. The volume of the large box is 72.8% greater than the volume of the small box. Okay, the small box has length 3.5 cm and the large box has length x cm. Calculate the value of x. Okay, what formula will you all use over here? Okay, the keyword is similar. So this is a similarity type of question. Okay, I want you all to remember this, okay, especially for those of you who recently just joined. There's a formula that I want you all to use for all kinds of similarity question. Okay, you can use this. L1 over L2 equals to A1 over A2. Here will be square root equals to V1 over V2 cube root. You use this formula, you can solve most of the questions already. All right? Okay, what does it mean over here? Let's see what they give us first. They give us length and they want us to find a length. They also give us this information, which is we know that the volume of the large box is 72.8% greater than the volume of the small box. So we are comparing volume over here. So it's length. Okay, this one is the length small, length of the large one. Okay, then we have another one, volume. Okay, volume of the small one and volume of the large one. Okay, how do we write the volume over here? This is how I will express it. Okay, we have volume of small is equals to 100%. Okay, then volume of the large one will be 172.8%. This is how we compare. The length of the small one will be 3.5. The length of the large one, I don't know what is it, x. Okay, everyone understand this part here first? Okay, so now the volume, we don't have a value, but we can express it in terms of percentage. Okay, now we're going to put it into a ratio. Since we are comparing length and volume, we only take these two to compare. Okay, we take length and volume. We want to find what is the length of the large one. Okay, so this is how we will write it. I will write length large over length small equals to volume large over volume small. And at the volume here, we put a cube root. Okay, why we put a cube root here is because we want to compare it to the same units. This is k. So L1 over L2, this is a constant. A1 over A2 originally will be k squared, so you have to square root it. Then V1 over V2 originally is a cubic value, right? Okay, so we'll put like that. And why I put large on top? Because normally we put the unknown at the top left of the equation. Okay, you find whatever that you want to solve, you put at the top left over here. Okay, so here will be x over length small, 3.5 equals to cube root 172.8 over 100. Okay, you don't have to write the percentage anymore because percent will cancel off anyway. Okay, use your calculator. This one later on, you just need to move the 3.5. So 172.8 over 100 cube root, multiply 3.5, type this entire thing into your calculator. Okay, you get x equals to 4.2 over here. Okay, if you use a different method and you get the same answer, it's fine also. Okay, it's just that this method, I find it is the easiest to understand for most students. Okay, because I know a lot of students always get confused, don't know which one to put on top, which one to put at the bottom. Then you get a bit confused. So my suggestion is whenever you all do similarity question, you just use this formula here. Okay, it can solve for almost, I would say, probably all the questions also can solve for similarity. Okay, good. All right, if you have done this, I want you all to mark it. Okay, I'll send this to you all, and then I'll brief you all what I want you all to do. Okay, so this is it for ON 2024 paper 22.